chat. Hello there, how's it going? Hello, Vincent. That was Via Purifico from FFX. A little bit of what's to come for the rest of the gameplay. The playthrough. We're not gonna do that today. It's probably gonna be. It might be tomorrow. It depends. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out actually, but maybe I'll do a stream on the night. We'll see. Sunday we'll have. At least it's not Blitzbolt. Stella, you really hate that game, huh? It's I respect it. It is a little bit samey. Okay, hang on. There you go. Before we step into runs, I do want to do at my round. Yes. What do you want? You okay? I do want to do at least Audible Kitty. Yeah, she was going ham. Uh-huh. At least every fight, like one time or so. The cheese. High rest gang. How you doing, Toast? Just for a little bit, while we have the emulator, but then we're gonna switch into console. So enjoy it for a little bit. BB is cool, unfair at first, but Tidus is broken with Jet Shot. Yeah, it's true. But that still doesn't make it enough to beat Nimruk, though. At least not early. You are so beautiful. No, you run. Bad spacing. Good. Chat, it's so fucking cold and I hate it. You know, you've heard that from me. You're gonna keep hearing it for like 2 months, at least. At least, right? Okay. Hello? Don't crouch. Don't crouch. What the fuck? What do you crouch? Don't tell me it's one of those. Don't tell me it's one of those. Where my save states just stop working for some reason. For apparently no reason. Yeah, from time to this has been happening a little bit, where some of my save states just stop working. It's really weird. Winter is here. I hate it. Gets cold this time of the year for you? Yeah, sucks. That's a grab. Summer is here. I hate it. I hate both summer and winter, but I hate winter more. Because at least on summer, I get to suffer without clothes. And I can actually, like, shower without dying. I'd rather suffer naked than with a lot of clothes. Am I dead? The thing about animals is they barely give a shit about appearance. Yeah, like this monkey. Like when you see an animal looking good, it's actually because their owners usually take care of them more than them taking care of themselves. This is a combo. Might be a combo. Yup. This fight is stupid, but doing it like this saves like a minute and a half. You see, every time I die here, that's a run that it's reset on 30 minutes, 33 minutes or so. Remember that, chat. Take fall. How about take this? Oh, that's really bad. I'd rather take that 130 loss and cry about it. No toast. You gotta go for all of it. That is not the attitude of the speedrunner. How are you gonna PvE on your games like that? Die, please. It's time to die. Good. Thing is, here's the thing. Taking the L on the 130 loss means a completely different route. So you don't only need to take the 130 and cry about it, you also need to commit to a slower route and learn all that shit. And then if you're switching to the other one eventually, you gotta commit all that time and muscle memory and brain space. So it's not as simple as just crying about. I wish it was that simple. Then I would be crying about. No, it's just this one. The rest, like, there's 3 L's, let's say. There's 3 L's for this route. They're all early game. The rest is, it's like, it's faster, but it's not necessarily slower, you know? It's just that it's different, slightly different strategies here and there. So it's a slightly different muscle memory, you know? That's the thing. So the question is, do you want to commit to one or the other? It's kind of like the question of, it's like playing Eternal, whether you're gonna commit to Roberto's skip or not, you know? Like, you have to change some stuff on early game if you want to commit to that. But if you're not committing to that, well, you need to get some good muscle memory on Anthony and Roberto and Paul that will be useless on the other route. and will probably fuck you once you switch to the other route, if you decide to do so. In that case, it's even worse because it's like 5 minutes. But other things change less, to be fair. Okay. The more I think, I feel I'm not cut out to be a runner. Nah. I mean, listen, you don't always have to play as the optimalist, right? Part of me does want to go all in, but the time investment is insane. Yeah, of course. Of course it is. Like, I feel like I am not the grindiest runner. I'm more of what is this? Oh, there's food. That sucks because I'm streaming and I just ate before the stream. So okay, I'm more of a practice oriented runner. Like, I practice a lot and do not that many runs compared to other runners. What food? Calzones rotos. I don't think there is a. No, it's one that I've never told you before. Let me see if there is an equivalent or if it even exists outside. the, the translation is great. It's really great. Okay, I think Google is telling me like fried Chilean fried pastries. But that is not the translation. No, 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 no. The translation is. Hang on. What happened to my. The fuck? I guess a good translation is like ripped underwears, or even better, like ripped panties. That is the correct translation. That is the fucking name. Nobody knows why. Yeah, it has to be panties because it's calzones, and calzones in Chile is used for female underwear. So it's not just rib underwear; it's rib panties in particular. That's how it's called. It's fried pastries. I'll show you a picture. Don't worry, this is not TOS. They're really good. They're really, really good. I don't really know where the name comes from. But they're called like that, and it's one of my favorite food. Reported? That's the name. You gotta report my entire country. So it's pastries, they're fried. They have sugar, like a special kind of sugar that is it's like very thin, extremely thin sugar, like match sugar, if you want, like, you know. So it's very, very thin and soft, and they are served hot, like semi hot, like warm, let's say. So there's fried while they're fried, and then they're like this warm, and then you put the sugar on top of it, and it's like a panty, but it's ripped, right? I guess I don't know. folded pizzas that everyone calls calzone a fraud. I mean, I guess that also makes sense. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense than the underwear. Yeah, because calzone is the pizza, right? The folded pizza. You're right. So I guess you could call it's like this, but only the dough, and it's ripped because it has a hole in the middle, and then you turn it around, but then you also fried it, and you don't put anything inside. So it's a stand. It's a big. It's an stretch. But hey, listen, I'm chilling. You have to understand. Okay, back kick, running headlock, 80. What a life. Yeah, listen, if we ever eat together, I'm gonna make some calzones for you. Okay? I'm gonna take my calzones out. I'm gonna fry them. And I'm gonna serve them to you. Okay, hang on. I might be confused here. Back kick first. That was the mistake. Are they filled with something? No. No, it's just the dough. The dot. I don't know how it's called. The dot. I think it's the correct term. Or the mass. That is not the word, but a direct translation from what we use on Spanish. We call it masa. La masa que se fríe. But people say sofría. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's correct, but I don't like it. Yeah, you know what else sucked about the cold? My hands. I'm supposed to speedrun with cold hands. It's impossible. Oh, I know. That's why I said it like that. You're literally the only one on chat that can understand it. And I guess Bakuman. I don't know if we have other Chileans right now. Bam. Hello, no. There are more Chileans? Yeah, Amber. Ikuyo. Yesterday we got Odette. JG. Pelo from time to time. Who else shows up? I know that Belen sometimes watches my stream. She never talks, but I know she watches. There's supposedly the Speed Gang, but they haven't show up in a while. Like Solero, Goofy, Rebe, Benja, I guess. Just haven't seen them for months. on the chat at least. They might be watching. I don't know. I'm sorry if I insulted you. Who else? I'm definitely missing people. I don't know if my closest friends watch my stream. Like Giancarlo has watched some of my streams, but I think he's not really a Twitch person very much. I really need to start with left and stop being a booty. Home cells. I'm being such a booty. Shadow is Chilean. You know, the Eternal, big Eternal fan. Shadow Cat, also Chilean. There he is. Don't do it. Now you mentioned, I do remember having an empanada once. Do you podcasts or lives on Spanish? I have a podcast. Video game, music. Could it be that? No? Honda? OC? No. It's not. You can scroll down. You can scroll down and you'll see it. Or you can my link tree, it's also there. No, Carly, how you doing there? The door is open and you know it. It is open. You just need to, it's like just barely open, so you need to like go to the door and like that, and you'll be able to go out. It's not obvious, but you can do it. Thank you, Toast. It's also on Spotify if you prefer that. Same name. There you go. You did it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Look at that. Nightbot sentient. Incredible. It's a little bit scary that he reacted to that. Okay. Intimidation threat. 1.5. Okay. Damn. That's not gonna work. Stupid cold. I don't want to have to use gloves. Like, speed running with gloves is the worst. No, I don't want to get to that. And then it's just another one. Just another one. Something to listen while coding. Nice. Good. Okay, this one has a running headlock. Go again. I have a ton of trouble multitasking. Like, I find it hard to focus on something else. Like typing, if I'm listening to a podcast. For me, it depends what I'm doing. Like, if I need to think in terms of language, then yeah, it's hard with a podcast. You know, like, for example, if I'm trying to write my book or something like that. Yeah, that it's the podcast. Not a good idea for me. But if I'm doing like equations or something like that, it's probably fine. The other way around, I find it impossible to focus on something. You need something in the background. Is she? Yeah, like with music, it works better for me than podcasts. Ah, booty. You're dead. You're dead. Good. One's for speech, one for music. And I need one audio source for each. No more, no less. Interesting. Yeah, for me, it really depends. Like, for example, not really in terms of concentration, because this is not about me working, but it's more about me existing. Like, for example, if I'm on a, let's say I'm on a house, like a stranger house or something, or in a car or something, and they have both the radio on and the TV on at the same time, I explode. I want to die. I want to like just destroy the house or just leave, or I'm feeling really bad. I need, because I cannot pay attention to only one of them. Like, I naturally pay attention to both and I start being anxious. So sometimes parties are a little bit difficult for me because of that shit. Because there's too many tracks, like you said, at the same time. It's extra bad when the music is bad. Of course. Okay, Gomesa is 4. I do want to check that out. This is like kind of new. Just describe reading for me. Like you need to be. How? I don't get it. Like, you can't read two things at the same time? I also cannot do that. I pay attention to every little thing. I see. Yeah, this Mesa 2, I think that's incorrect. I would say 2.3. Three power bars. Is this correct? Yeah, I guess it is. Is it 2.5 then? Yeah, it looks like 2.5. We'll call it 2.5. Now it's a half stomp. Run towards at 1. Yeah, also like that's why like on public spaces or parties is also a little bit difficult for me to follow some conversations sometimes, because there's too many conversations and I'm actually like paying attention to all of them at the same time. So sometimes I get lost when I'm talking with friends. Okay, no for the brag. Come on. Is there some deep meaning to the points values? What points? I don't... You gotta be more specific, Toast. Oh, those. They're prime numbers. It's not that deep. All of them are prime numbers. That's it. Bait. Two 2.5, 3.5. 3.5. There. Okay, so I can go 2.5, I guess, because of the awesome. Weird movement. What's going on? What do you want? What happens? Around. What's going on there? Hmm? Small chungus. Okay, Men in Black 7 is a little bit weird. How useful will be a display for enemy HP, stamina, and power? I mean, I have that already. Or you mean like on the actual game? Yes, in the game. For practice is pretty useful. The only use, like, it depends. Like, for practice and speedrun perspective, the only two useful things is HP and power bar, like enemy power bar, and you can actually do those too with scripts from multiplayer. Like, you can literally just have the power bar and the HP on the lower part, like it's done on multiplayer. Those are the only useful things for speedrun in terms of practice. Now, in terms of routing, or more than routing, in terms of research, let's say, and things like that, every single stat is useful. Like, because then you can do some analysis and such. Now, in terms of priority, if you ask me, I don't really need any of that. Because I have CE. But if you want that, of course. Yeah. Like, the things I really need is item drops and damage formula. That is the holy grail of speedrunning this game. Wait, that was wrong. It's 3 back kicks, okay. Keep forgetting. There you go. And then for the other one, it's also 2 on 3 kicks, okay. Do you have an Everdrive? No. I do not. But again, I don't need it. Don't want to sound rude, but I don't need it. If you want to do it for you, do it for you. I do not need one. Because I have this for practice already. Do you want to never drive? Maybe. Not right now. Okay, so this is because I failed the first one. The first one wasn't from the back, so it should die there. There you go. Like, I will have no use for an Everdrive right now, because there's no N64 game I want to play at this moment. What I really want is a Cactuar Plunge, a Black Hag, a Red Poncho. Those are things I want. Subs, yeah. Those are necessities. It's filled with 200 ROMs of hybrid. Yeah. I have 3 ROMs of hybrid. At least. MM Rando is all I need. Yeah, like I'm alright playing that on emulator. Like, okay, so there is one thing that is useful for EverDrive, and it's I guess I can get ROMs, Japanese ROMs with specific save files from emulator. That way I don't need to beat the game every time to get save files, you know? Only for Japanese, because those save on the cartridge. That's the only use I will have for it, but again, not something I really need. Something that would be cool, a run of this game. That would be really cool. It does, but also has cartridge. So Japanese has 8 save files, whereas every other version has only 4, because they, for some reason, cannot save on the cartridge anymore. The Japanese can avoid using this, but you can also use it as well to get extra 4. It's great, and I really don't know why they got rid of it. Cost cutting could be, but I almost feel like is it me, or is it like 0.0 cents of the battery per card? Too much? Yeah, but I feel like from a design perspective, it's more work to get rid of that thing, isn't it? Unless Nintendo were like, we'll pay you, design person, we'll pay you to cut that, just so we will win that money, and somehow the math looked good. At the end, it wasn't, because the game barely sold. So, jokes on you, but not on you, Toes, on them. Because someone needs to cut that mechanic, or not mechanic, thing, and that's work. It's already done. Getting rid of stuff is sometimes as much work as getting it in. Thing is, it adds up. We're doing tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of cards. Wouldn't mind a mod that brings the saving back. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. Also, wouldn't mind not having it because, like, I barely care. You already have 4 saves. It's kind of fine, and you can have as many controllers as you want, as many packs. To 3.7. Okay. That's bad. Rather not pay $50 for a modded controller pack. I mean, just buy an original. Also, aren't modded like dangerous? Like they get like randomly erased or something? At least when we were young with my cousins, we lost many save files like that. Oh wait, you said modded, not no, I was talking about bootleg. I have no idea how a modded would look like, or the SRAM with FRAM. Booty, I don't know what that is. He's on drugs. He is on drugs, and I'm dead. Not dead yet. One. Okay. 1.5. 2.5. 3.5. Do you have that screwdriver bit to pop open? No. No, I don't think so. Kind of curious if they use SRAM or EEPROM for the Japanese. Yeah, this is the weird hexagon thingy, right? Like I might have something that works on that. There's the difference. One is blue, the other is like dark blue, or like into black. This is NTSC, this is Japanese. And Paul, I think it's also different from these two. And then here's the difference in the lower part, which is super stupid. I hate it. But NTSC has the thing here. Japanese has the thing here. But both use the same hardware. So you can literally, N64 NA has two things here that fit there on the corners. When you try to put a Japanese, it doesn't fit because it has the two things in the corner, but you can literally just cut the plastic, the physical thing, on your N64, and then your NA can read this. Mento. I'll use it back as Japanese. SRA, that means using SRAM. I see. Wait, might be another way to tell. But you need other games to compare with. I mean, I have some games. I have Jet Force Gemini. And I have a little bit of a fucked up Zelda. This one I got it with the N64. It was for free when I bought it. So what do you mean? Wait? Video games? Can't really tell. I have the feeling that hybrid might be more. I think Japanese weights more. Just slightly. Like, definitely more than the hybrid. I don't know if it's the same as... But it's kind of the same as Gemini and Zelda. But I think it's more than the... Yeah. It's definitely... Hybrid is weights less. The NA hybrid weights a little bit less than all the other games. Imagine someone coming on stream to this. That's hard to guess. It is really hard to guess. Like, I would need an actual weight. I'm just bad guessing probably. You're going to tell without scale. You're not going to tell without scale. I mean, I'm comparing different things, so you can tell a little bit. It's like measuring, you know, your hand, your arm with the arm of someone else. I guess. Does have similar? Yeah. But I feel like the NA hybrid was consistently lighter than all the other ones. It appeared to me, but again, we don't know. OT and Japanese hybrid should be the same. Oh, look at that! Yeah, they look the same. Japanese car is probably slightly higher than US. There you go. You know, just like Toast said. You see, I said that without reading what Toast wrote. There you go, Shed. Two independent sources. So you claim? Yeah. I don't know, but I just put the thing on my hand. 3.3, 3.7. Okay. Tapir. Do you think tapirs and capybaras are friends? I think they're probably friends. One cheap Japanese copy on eBay, but of course US seller. Interesting. 3.7. I actually got my Japanese copy from a Japanese seller, and not just that. Girl, Jesus. Oh my god. She was behind the chair. That poor girl. Where is he? I think Capybara and everyone are friends. Yeah. I do agree. What is this? Capybara-san? What the fuck? It's a cho? Okay, so when I bought the... was it this? Let's see. Yeah. When I bought the Japanese copy, it came with this. Not with the plastic thing, with the thing inside. I just got this from a friend, the plastic thing. It came with this, and it says in the back, Kanxia means gratitude. This thing. It also has like it says some things in the back. Like thanks. Let's get positive review on eBay, yeah. Pretty much. I don't know, it's a good detail. I like it. One seller I bought from a couple times included a random TCC cards. Nice. That's pretty cool. No. No. I hate this hybrid. Three back, and it's that. Okay. Stupid sour spot. .5. Should die here. Alright, Shed. Okay, hang on. Do you need food? What is it? He has. Imagine if you could just rise your reflexes in real life by beating up people. Those, I have news for you. Isn't that how it works? Or not? Yeah, exactly. Wait. Yeah, or martial arts. Or just street fighting. Any of those will do. Chat, imagine there was something to shoot there. Okay. That's 4 of them. I mean, 5. Holy shit. Yeah, I hope we don't lose any runs to this. 5 of them? Good enough. That is good enough for me. That's it, chat. The end of the stream. No, I'll do a BRB, like a small one. A very small one. Before we go into runs. Hang on. Yeah, I got my 5 in a row hard skip. That's all I need. Then I call it a day. Stick around. Piano Song 614 from Breath of the Wild? Yeah. AKA Radiant Horse. Yes, indeed. This Action Birch. We're just cutting here. It's good, but gotta get running. Booty, it's too cold. I'm suffering. I don't like it. So if you see me in a little bit of a bad mood or something like that, because of that. It's gonna be because of that. Plus, I'm also not using glasses. Like contact glasses. Because I actually want to get a little bit sleepy. After, like, during the stream. And so I can sleep, like, close to when I finish the stream. Because tomorrow I want to go out. And I know myself, and I know that I can easily not go out and like sleep the whole day. Rather clothes and cam than no clothes, no cam? How about no clothes cam? How about that? The worst one is clothes no cam, which is like actually very common for me on winter, because I had a lot of days where I just haven't taken a shower for a while because it's so cold and I hate it, and so in kind of a mad mood and bad presentation. So I have a lot of clothes, but I just go no camera. Yeah, but I say that figuratively, like, I don't actually mean no clothes. I mean, like, less clothes. Which is what I like. You see this thing? I hate this thing. I don't wanna be using that. It restricts my arms. See, I can't do this freely with this shit. Sucks. But then if I take it off, I get like fucking Blizzaga, like. Is game volume alright, by the way? Or do you think it's too loud? Nice. Sponsor Squeenix. I could actually put the air conditioner on the other room. It's a little bit far away. The only thing I don't care is that it sounds. I might do that in a little bit. It's spelled with G and not Q. What? What's spelled with Q? Sege? I thought you wanted to write sequel. What is a segi? Segu? Segue? What the fuck? What? And I get knocked down with 9 as well? You see, every other runner will probably reset there. But I am not losing 5 minutes of my life. Segway? Like all the YouTubers. Transition to sponsor. Oh, I see. I actually hate that. This video is brought to you by Squarespace and Honey something. And check out Nebula, this new thingy. And yeah, everyone who clicks on the description will get something. And then this segment is gonna be on my video forever. Even when the sponsor is over, you're still gonna see this segment because it's actually part of the video and it's not like you know, kind of like an advertisement that is done independent of the video, like on the radio or stuff like that. No, it's stuck there forever, and they're gonna be benefiting from that forever, even when our partnership is over. Love it. But click on the link. Thanks. It's just 1,000 of them, so you're probably gonna miss it. Skillshare, yeah, that's the one I was looking. Raid Shadow, yeah. Fucking hell. Valuing your life over time loss? Weird. Yeah, what's the other? Like brain something? What's the one that Veritasium likes to have? Which is like you learn by doing or something? Like big brain something. I don't remember. No, what do you mean? Fucking hell. I'm not gonna reset, Booty. I'm not gonna reset. Not yet. We're gonna reset on Kevin, so can't lose time to other resets. Even though that's like 10 seconds. And we're probably gonna be behind on this one. Or maybe not because we got Seginus, but still. Not as ahead as you would like. Brilliant.org, something like that. Big brain. Not even close. Yeah, just all those things. I hate having those things on a video. Actually, I respect Veritasium because he puts the thing at the end. I'm playing like shit. Brilliant does sound familiar. Yeah, like there's a bunch of science channels that put Brilliant as a sponsor. This page where you can like do science stuff, like guided, like problems, but like more fun than at the school. Veritasium is called Derek, isn't it? I got like extra confused because I started thinking on Derek from Spelunky. I think it is. I respect it because he puts the thing at the end, so it doesn't interrupt the video, you know? Whereas on the other, on a lot of YouTubers, I'm just like, yeah, press the button, advance 5 seconds or 10 seconds until the thing's over. Like, Booty, I have ad block for a reason. Sorry if I'm extra spicy today. That's what not using glasses does to me. Because I'm more like I'm slightly more sleepy. And then when I'm slightly more sleepy, or when I'm sleepy, I kinda act a little bit, just a little bit, like I'm drunk. Just a little bit. I don't really understand it. Just how my body works. The thing that actually makes me salty is those notifications where they click the like button, sub, and the bell. I mean, at least that's short, you know? Like, only a smart portion of my audience is actually sub to my content, my channel. Whereas the sponsor thing, it's like sometimes I've seen like 5 minutes sponsor segments. That's 2 gig from the left. That's bad news. We might need to reset here. You'd be surprised, only 1% of viewers are sub. Should be 99%, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it's also this weird thing, like, it's the paradox, like the content paradox, because I don't like any of that shit, but at the same time, I understand what is a thing, because for example, I bet not a lot of people that watches my videos sub to my channel. But I, of course, don't want to put that shit on the channel because it's so annoying. But hell, it might actually increase the sub count. And do I care about that? Just a little bit. Listen, I just want 1,000 subs on YouTube so I can monetize. I literally don't care about the number itself. I just care about the option of monetization, which I do not have because I don't have 1,000 and I've been having like 300 something for years, so I'm probably never gonna reach that number, honestly. He also asks you for like 4,000 hours of views. I have like 2,700. So I'm more than half, but way less than half the subs that are required. So I'm probably gonna get the views hours way before, like when I'm like on 400 subs or something. Red leaflets on Chile. You know, I actually thought about it, or like doing like graffitis. No, not graffitis, or like putting like small QR codes on like treats or things like that. I did thought about that. But the problem is my Chilean audience is definitely smaller because of the English. I have the feeling that most Chilean people just don't enjoy my stream because of the English. Like I'm convinced about that. Or at least I'll tell that to myself. So then I think, okay, it's because of the English, it's not because they don't care about what I do. Because, you know, the thing is, like, in a lot of places in the world, this is very Western, of course, but like, for example, let's say Europe. In Europe, it's like common that people have their own language, but they also talk English, understand English very well, and just enjoy English content. Not that much on Chile. There is like a lot of people know English, but I don't think that much people watch content on English necessarily. And while they can understand it, that doesn't mean they want to understand it. You know what I mean? Like, they actually want to watch it. Like, we talk about subtitles, we talk about dubs, we talk about an education system that teaches English like shit as well, which is fine. I mean, listen, it's not our language, so it's fine. I don't care. And it's not just that, it's also about the jokes. Like, for example, if I'm doing the shit on English, I am not saying, you know, weón puta la wea, you know? Which is the funny poop content for Chileans. You know, weón la wea puta. Ronculia y wea. You know, that's the fun shit for the Chileans. I'm not saying any of that on my stream. So it's less fun for them. I get that. It's so funny because if there was at least one Chilean right now in the chat, it would probably be laughing quite a bit. Instant 500. It's a short-term versus long-term thing. I think streaming it in your native language makes it easier to build up initial audience, but then you can branch out. Yeah, I agree a little bit with that. Spanish speakers seem like next to French and Russians to the people who don't like other languages. No, not really. I mean, I don't know about Spanish, like in terms of Spain, probably. Probably. Chileans don't hate English, they just don't know how to talk it. But they don't hate it. Argentinians are more of a I will not talk English, you know, type of people. Chileans are actually more like I want to talk in English because I want to be fancy, but I can't, or I barely can. Because they want to be fancy and look fancy. Sometimes they try too hard. Respect less. Just that. Yeah. So, but that's not really like audience was never the reason why I started this on English. By the way, the reason is trans folks. There's just so much transphobic shit in Latin America, online, particularly. I've said this a million times, but I can always say it again. Every single time, no exceptions, every single time I've done a Spanish marathon somewhere, the day after that or the week after that, I get a transphobic comment on my chat from a random person that I've never seen before. A lot of the time it's on Portuguese. Portuguese? I don't know how to tell it. How to say it. Like probably from come to Brazil or something. Pandora, come to Brazil, please. For cheese. So that for me is enough of a reason to don't build a Latin American. It is a little bit sad because I would love that we would have more exposure. We definitely need more trans or queer gamers in Latin America. And I wonder how many like trans people wanna see my stuff, but they don't because of the English. Because there's definitely more people in English that are queer and such, that are visible as well, not necessarily more in numbers. Depends on the interest of game and streamer. Yeah, that as well. I think it's Nono meant like on top of everything else, you know? Because yeah, my audience will probably not be that much bigger if I would do the same content just in Spanish. But I would probably have more Chilean viewers, I would say, at least if I go like Poto wea chucha weon. I would probably get a lot of Chileans. It's so funny. It's so funny. Because nobody gets that. Those are all like not slurs. What is the term? Like insults. And like bad words in Chilean. I find Finland rather transphobic too, despite our language not having pronouns. Interesting. Do you have like do you have gender things in Finesse? It's your language? What is it? Finesse. I don't know. Yeah, in Spanish is worse than English for gender because it's you not only have pronouns but you also have gender adjectives and gender words like nouns. The nouns don't matter too much, you know, if you're trans, but the adjectives do. So when you say, for example, if you say she's a great player, the only part that is gendered there on English is the she. Whereas in Spanish, you would say she, but also player can be written as masculine or feminine. You say jugador or masculine or jugadora or feminine. So it's double the work for your friends and your family. When you transition, they don't only have to say La Pandora, they also need to translate, quote unquote, to the other, like every adjective. And so you see a lot of the time that people would get one part of the phrase, but then miss something else later. No genders nouns either. Interesting. The other thing that I started noticing, sounds like a nightmare, it is. Something I noticed that I always find it super weird, and I still cannot understand it. There's this phenomenon, you know, technically on Spanish, you never use what is the name? Articles for names. You know, like pronouns, when you say she or he, that's él, or he, ella, or she. And then there's articles, like the. On English is the universal article. But we have two gendered articles. In Spanish, we have el and la. So for example, if you're talking about something that is masculine, but it's not a person, you say el. Like for example, I don't know, the video game, el videojuego. Because games are masculine, the noun. But then, I don't know, if you talk about the mountain, montaña is feminine, so you say la montaña. You don't say ella montaña, you say la montaña, because it's not a person. That is the correct quote-unquote way of talking. La juego. Yeah. But in Chilean, and I don't know if it is the same on other countries, but at least in Chile, it's really common and pretty much just part of the culture to use articles for people. It's very common, everyone does it. People don't notice it, but they do it. It's normal. So then, when you talk about me, for example, or about, I don't know, let's say there's this person called Christina, and you say, okay, Christina is going to the party. The correct quote-unquote way of saying is Cristina va a la fiesta. But the Chilean way is La Cristina va a la fiesta. Which is, again, technically incorrect in like classical Spanish, whatever. But it doesn't matter. People say la for a person and el, even when you're using the name. Like el toast, for example. El no. You know, when I'm talking about you. Let me finish this before I continue, because this is tricky. And the same way, you would expect people to say La Pandora. Okay? But here's the thing. Here's something, a little something I notice. And this is a common thing among all trans that I talk with. People omit the article when they talk about trans people. They don't really notice it, but they do it. So they just say the name. So for example, on Spanish, all my friends, when they talk about their other friends, they say, yeah, I was with La Catalina, I was with El Toast, I was with El Nono, and so on. But when they talk about me, they say, I was with Pandora, without an article, and it feels so impersonal. Like it feels too serious. Cryptophobic. It feels way too serious because it's like you talk like that when you're talking about like the president or something like that, or like someone that is too important or impersonal to you. And I noticed it. So at first I thought it was because of my weird name, because Pandora is not a usual name. I've never met someone called Pandora, and it's not an usual name on Spanish as well. So I thought it was that. But then I know a lot of trans people that have like common names on Chile. You know, like, I don't know, like Catalina, like Camila, which is like the most common name in Chile, Camila, for for women. Or like Sebastian for men, things like that. Being trans. And people also do it. They just omit the article. It's so weird. I cannot call it transphobic because they're actually not misgendering you. But it's weird. I don't get it. Like something's going on the brain. Some lack of connection. Because you're not used to, interact with trans people. So fair enough. But yeah, it's something very interesting. Like I'm not mad about it or anything. I just find it interesting. I would love that people would say La Pandora, of course, but in Spanish. Crypto literally means conceal or secret. Yes, yes indeed. Like cryptomnesia, which is when you remember things that you forgot, or that were like you forgot for a little bit. You forgot that you had that in your brain. It's just that the crypto bros with cryptocurrency had made the word crypto into a bad word. They ruined the word crypto. It's like memes on the internet. They ruined the word meme that comes from mimetic, which is like an opposite branch to genetic, for the transmission of ideas instead of the transmission of genes, or the transmission of memes, if you want, which is just ideas that replicate in the social structure. No. Okay. I also forgot to heal, so I'm very dead. I should just reset, honestly. That's what I get for talk about shit. Yep, I am very dead. It didn't even matter, like I can't even get one hit. How do you heal with eye items? You don't. No, you can use save stations. And I forgot before the boss because I'm a little bit distracted. The bad part of not. Yeah, I know. I got carried away talking. Never. That's more like no hit. This is enough of a challenge to put that. I know there's a kappa, but still. I still feel the need to explain it. Before even thinking about that, I need to make a PV of this. And then I also need to like finish a hard run and an ultimate run. Which is really impossible, even with save stations. Like, I actually don't have a route for ultimate. This route should not work on ultimate. I feel like you just cannot survive Kevin. And even the older route that has 2 more fights, I have the feeling that you just don't have enough time to kill Kevin before he kills you on ultimate. Which maybe means we need to get an extra fight somewhere, and that super sucks. I don't even want to think about that. And then on hard, I guess we can come back to the older route of normal, and it's gonna be a little bit worse than the luck we need to keep. That was pretty bad. Last Saturday I got 2 plants. 2 new plants. I went to a family meeting. The house of an aunt and an uncle. And they have a bunch of plants. Some of them succulents. And I love succulents, everyone knows. So I was like, can you give me like bits of the plant? Because you know, you can reproduce them. If you cut a little bit, it's fairly easy. But then we're like, you know, we have a lot of them. We have some of them repeated. We can just give you an entire pot. So they just gave me 2 pots. I actually recovered some succulents that I had in the past, but that died long ago. I have them again. Free pots, yeah. So I got a Clania articulata, and I got I don't really know what the other is. It's probably a Cereus. Either a Cereus or an Echinopsis. It's a cactus, like one of the most common cactus, but it's a cristata. So it's like, it has like this brain shape. I had one of those in the past, but it died. They're actually very tricky to take care of. You can get rid of all that disgusting CO2 in your room. Exactly. No, but I don't have any plants in my room. They're in the yard. I don't really have room in my room. Plants. That said, there is a plant. There's this cactus. I think it's an epiphyllum or something like that. That it's on the first floor. So my previous room, because this was my sister's room, but then we exchanged rooms. So I was dying on the other. But the other room my first room, it's on the second floor. This one as well, but it's on the other side of the house. And then on the first floor, I have this like piece of furniture or something that I made where I have a lot of plants. And on top of it, there's this epiphyllum, which is a long cactus that likes to grow in a very odd way. So I think it's a kind of cactus that likes to grow on top of trees. Like it finds a place and it sticks there and it starts growing like downwards or among the branches. So this fucking cactus, you know, it has the pod and it started like sticking to the wall. Like it literally sticks to the wall. Like it has like sticky roots. And it's starting like climbing the wall in direction to my room. And it actually got to my window. And started, you know, it kept putting roots, and some of the roots actually got inside, like on the little space between the wall and the window. Sneak through that, and I ended up having some roots inside of my room. And the roots, like, they were growing quite a lot. They were trying to find something, like find dirt or something. They didn't find it though. Kill with fire? No, it's just saying hello. It loves me so much that it wanted to be close to me. And yeah, it's just outside of the window. Like it's ornamental, kinda. The pot is on the first floor, then it goes all the way on the wall and it gets to the window and it's like around the window. Looks pretty cool. Please. Give food. Yeah, I like it. It has the bot. It gets minerals from that substrate, and I give it. I give it water. It's strong. I want to see it blooming though. I haven't never seen it blooming. That's a weird jump. Whoa. Just decided to run from that distance. That's a really good air one. The best I ever had. And to get nerves, run while I'm bringing it to 0. I'm good. I'll be alright if, you know, like, I would say this, I'm totally alright resetting at Kevin. I hate it when I reset before Kevin. If I get caught at Men in Black 2, for example, or anything that is before Kevin. I'm looking for the picture. I have some pictures of the plan I described. There's a lot of this game that I can play with one hand. That's gonna be a challenge one day. I beat Hybrid Heaven with just one hand. Yeah, on Ultimate. I'm blindfolded. Without being hit. No items. I fucked that up. Ooh, somehow saved. That could have been really, really bad. I have so many cool pictures in my Instagram. Wait, do I have a picture of this? I should. With chin only? Yeah. Sometimes I actually press stuff with my chin when I'm playing one hand and the other is doing something important. Like petting my cat or something. I would press A with this or something. Here, I got it, I got it. Okay. That's the plan. Fucking toast. Yeah, like it's crazy the roots it has on that little thingy. So that metal thingy, it's like we got it there for some cables. I think it's the cable of one of the cameras. And it looks like it's fucking climbing or like walking on it, you know? Like little legs. Those are roots. It's crazy. It's a lot bigger now. should actually do a follow-up. Showing how it looks now. Swag. Chat, if this session is a disaster, like other no item sessions, would you prefer Spelunky 2 as a follow-up or FFX? I would prefer Sleep. Alright. What is better for your sleep? A gear being beaten up by a game that is sometimes a little bit too unfair? Or a casual playthrough of an old PS2 game? I'm getting a lot of those. Like, you know, last session, because I always do statistics of the items I get, so we can get like a rough estimation of what the drop rates are. And on the last stream of no items, I got fucking 7 Life Charger S on one session, which is crazy. It's like a 4 or 5% drop. It's still high, but I feel like the same luck on ring erasers would be like 3 or 4 maybe, which is crazy. I've never seen a run with 3 ring erasers, and I don't know if I ever seen a session with 3 ring erasers, you know, like a stream. Hard to say. I see. To watch FFX Part 1. So I don't have to play myself. I mean, that's a good idea. It's one of the best things about playthroughs. You can just watch someone else play the game. Like I've done that with a reasonable amount of games. I just watch Beanie. Just watch Beanie play them. Because I'm lazy at committing to like an RPG. So for example, I wanna play FF9 someday because I know it's great, but I didn't want to commit to it because it's a big RPG. I didn't play it when I was young, so it's gonna be extra time if I play it because it's a first time always takes more. So when Beanie was going to play it, you know, he's very familiar with the game, he loves it. So okay, let's give it a try seeing someone else, and I enjoy it. I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched like a lot of parts of it. So if I wait a lot of years, I'm gonna forget it, you know, most of it. And then I can play it myself, and it's a like safe bet that I'm gonna like it, probably. Really enjoy watching people who have a ton of knowledge and also explain everything. Then you should definitely watch my FFX. I'm not a speedrunner of that game, but I know a fair amount. And I love the game as well, so. Like I've done a lot of the like late game super bosses on level 1. So I got some knowledge because of that. What was our time difference? What time is it there, Toast? Here I'm like 7 minutes to 9 p.m. Or almost 9 p.m. a.m. Oh, you're almost 4, so Jesus. Are we really this much? I think it's because of the winter time in Chile. We got daylight or something saved here, usually. 'Cause that's massive. Let's see, 4 to 9. Let me think. That's 7 hours? Holy shit. There's a guy sometimes that asks for stuff at houses. There's many, but one of them in particular, when he calls outside, I guess we're going with this HP. I like this page. It's pretty good. Do we take the risk, chat? This is a good run. But I'm gonna lose a bunch of time if I go back. I'm coming back. It's like whatever. YOLO? Let me see exactly how much I'm missing. It's just 20. Let's YOLO it. This guy's really weird because he always, like, he calls for neighbors, for uncles. A lot of people like to say uncle randomly to people, like tío. Tío means uncle. They just say uncle or aunt to random people. So yeah, he calls for uncles, but also from time to time he calls for someone called Monica. And let me tell you, Shad, there is no Monica in this entire square. Like, I know the neighbors. I know everyone in my house. There is not a Monica anywhere. It's really weird. Must be a cover name. Yeah, maybe. It could be. Did I really spend that much time practicing? Like, we're 2 hours 20. Only 2 runs. I guess I did. What the fuck? Sometimes I feel like I'm never gonna beat my PB from 2018. Like, this category is just on another level. Like, with items, you know, any percent, I was actually getting a fair amount of runs to late game. And several PVs as well. I thought I was dead. Okay, that's really bad, though. 1920. That's a grab. It's not? Interesting. That might be a grab. Why not? Okay, I'm dead. That's a combo. It's so unfair! It's so unfair! He does 2 steps! It's impossible! It's impossible. So, okay. What happened there? I broke his AI because I got too far right after he got Fakonami, exactly. Right after he got enough, like 1 power bar. He had more than 1 power bar. I can tell you exactly what happened. He had more than 1 power bar, like probably 1.5. He did the weird movement than they do when they are going to attack. That means they're going to attack if they're in range. So to avoid that, I, dodge. I did a manual dodge, a perfect dodge. But I got too far. So then he canceled his attack, giving him enough time to get 2 power bars. When Kevin gets 2 power bars, he does a combo. And yeah, like with a combo there, you can defend the first kick, but you cannot defend the second. So even if I guarded, I would have died. So the only chance was to like do the mega perfect dodge where you skip everything and then you give back to this guy, meaning you can only step, not guard. But it's like you play all your cards. But yeah, I got also fucked because of the take fall. There's literally nothing I can do about the take fall. The 20 HP, I don't think it would have saved me, by the way. So the jaw didn't really matter. Didn't really change anything.
That promises to be a giant leap towards world peace in New York City on the 24th. President Weller is slated to arrive in New York City tomorrow and attend the ratification after some last-minute discussions with the Russian president, who's scheduled to fly in on the
Toast, are you my only viewer right now?
President Weller stated to the media that on the coming 24th, the United
States
and Russia should be delivering a very Merry Christmas present to the world.
Interesting. Alright, fuck this game. Let's play something with more audience. Hope not. I think you are. I think that's the other thing that has been stopping me from doing PVs. Hybrid ass. Yeah. I'll switch to Splunky.